Let's take you back to the story now. So the African United Borders Bus Trucks Association has expressed deep concern over the ongoing protests in Mozambique. Phumudzo Mukhwati is the chairperson of the group and joins us now. Mr. Mukhwati, good evening to you. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Obviously, authorities watching the situation at the Libombo border post very, very closely as those protests and unrest continue in Mozambique. That border being closed once again. What are some of your biggest concerns as a group?
No, evening and the viewers and everyone outside there. We are very concerned about the ongoing protest in the Mozambique. What we are calling is an urgent intervention from the SADC committee, the African Parliament, and also the Foreign and International Office in the Pretoria under Minister Lamula, and also the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, and also the President of Zimbabwe as a chairperson of SADC to intervene as soon as possible. Because if it is possible, because we are also calling for re-election, because closing the Libombo border post, that is for the temporary, the solution, because now they are saying we're going to use the alternative route, of which we never budget for that route, because remember, we don't get funds or support from the SADC or the Pan-African Parliament or AU. So we are calling for urgent intervention. And also we are also calling for South Africa, the political parties, the activists to support in solidarity with the people of Mozambique, because they are showing that they want to stand on their own in the Mozambique. So failure to help the people of Mozambique, it means the situation that we are crying here in South Africa, such as over the population, load shedding, high crime rate, high unemployment, is going to increase, because those people, when they fail to get their freedom in Mozambique, there is no choice but to rather come back to South Africa to look for green pasture. So we are calling even for the president in the African continent to refrain from celebrating unfair election and to support the dictatorship in Africa, because we have witnessed that activists, even the citizens, are dying. Instead of condemning the dictatorship, we are warning to the dictatorship leadership that people must elect you. Don't elect yourself.
Yep.
People on the ground are suffering. Even us as a truck and bus industry, we are also suffering because our business is standstill. We are not getting
Explain
income.
that part to me, Phumudzo, and I think that I'm really keen to hear that from you. The association representing buses and trucks, how many of your members are impacted? Talk to me about what you're hearing from some of them on the ground in that border. And are they all South African? Are there some that are also coming from the Mozambique side?
We are very concerned on that, because our members, we can't risk their life to say they must cross, because even if the temporary solution by border management to say we are opening, some of the drivers, they are scared. You will remember that there was some violence in Mozambique, in Cabo Delgado. So they are very scared to take their life to go there, because anytime violence can erupt. That's why we are recommending to say, if it is possible, we must get a permanent solution. If it is possible, there must be re-election in the Mozambique. And also want to send the message to the SADC committee, Pan-African Unity,
okay,
to say the same way you used to negotiate for Russia, the Ukraine, Israel and Palestine, why not negotiate with the dictatorship and unfair election in Mozambique? Because charity begins at home.
okay.
And we also want to send the message in the future that when SADC committee, Pan-African Committee, come to South Africa to help their meeting, for us, we don't welcome them because they come in Midrand, also in Cape Town, to enjoy themselves. We are saying to them that they must go to in a place of violence in Mozambique and Zimbabwe.
All right.
Because human rights is violated.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And also human rights is violated in a way like they put the soldiers to force people to be led by dictatorship. We condemn that.
Okay.
We need peace in Africa.
100%. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Mr. Phumudzo Mukhwati, the chairperson of that group that is, of course, the Africa Unite Borders Bus Trucks Association, expressing deep concern over those protests.